right, welcome back to the Blood Prison Shakedown. Repeat guest here today. I have the guy I used to work for, the guy that got me started. I owe a lot to this guy, and I'm very grateful. I would like to introduce Robert Kurtzman and Marcia King. How you guys doing today?
Doing great. How you doing, man?
Good.
Good to see you.
Good to see you, man. It's been a minute. You're always here and there. You guys are always flying everywhere and conventions and movie sets and living this great life that I wish I was doing. I want to work in movies. Come on, man. How's it going, man?
Oh, it's going all right.
Yeah?
Yeah, keep busy.
Yeah. We, me and Bob go back. I'm sorry. Everyone calls him Robert. I know him as Bob. God, you hired me in like 2004 after we did the radio stuff and the haunted house, and which kind of got me where I'm at today. You know what I mean? As far as like getting into the haunts and creature core. Long time ago, man.
Yeah, it's been a long time.
I had no idea. That's cool.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Yeah. No,
we were younger and prettier back then.
Yeah.
I came around in 2014, so yeah.
He worked at, what was the name of the station?
Z98.
Z98.
Yeah.
It was a rock station.
Oh, right.
Yeah.
So we did all our haunt ads.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right?
Yes.
For
That's
through the
right.
radio station.
Yeah.
That's
And it was technically a Crestline radio station.
right.
Because that's where, everything.
Crestline / Bucyrus.
Yeah.
Basically.
Yeah.
So that's how, and then I got to interview Bob and Gino on the radio.
Mm-hmm.
And that's kind of how we met. And I realized, oh, this is pretty cool. And then,
Okay.
movie name drop. And I was like, what? And I was like, no shit. Okay. Good stuff. Which is kind of why we're here today.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
we got a new
absolutely.
movie.
Yeah. So Bob has worked on. Well, let's go through the list because we do this all the time. So it's like what? Evil Dead 2, or is Evil Dead 2, Army of Darkness, and then Dusk Till Dawn. Wrote the original story and a ton of Quentin movies and all that good stuff, and the effects from K&B. You started K&B with Greg Nicotero and Howard Berger.
Yeah.
Right.
Yep.
And
Back in the
41
80s.
years this year.
oh, that's
this
crazy.
is 41 years
Yeah.
now.
Yeah.
Isn't that wild to just think about? That's just fucked up.
Yeah. Time flies. Man.
Yeah, it is, dude. I'm telling
I
you.
usually at conventions, this is when I say usually he old. You know?
No, I get the guys in their 40s who come up going, man, when I was in grade school and I saw this movie, it was badass.
Yeah.
And then I'm like, oh man, I am old.
My first
Exactly.
sleepover, I watched Wishmaster and I was so scared. I was
Yeah.
so little.
Yes.
And they're like 40.
Well, I got my first movie experience with Bob working on The Rage.
Yeah.
We did it ourselves. Bob raised all the money, and we did it all right here in Crestline, Mansfield.
Yep.
It was a lot of fun. It was a hometown movie.
Yeah.
Popcorn, B horror movie. It was great. It had Andrew Divoff in it. And God, who else was in that? Reggie Bannister.
Reggie, yeah.
That was such a fun. Then we did the Mushroom Head Night. God, that was a blast. Many stories.
They played in the movie, played like the band.
Oh,
Yeah.
So we actually
okay.
shot a music video while we shot the scenes for the movie.
Okay.
Yeah.
I knew about the music video. I didn't
Yeah.
know there was a connection there.
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
And that kind of a movie coming in will give you the bug because, we had worked, Precinct 13 Entertainment. You were doing the Devil's Rejects and, that kind of stuff. And I'm doing stuff at the shop, and doing that movie the first time was like, this is amazing. I love, because there was all sorts of shenanigans going on, during and after. It was just a lot of fun. You know what I mean? But that's what, Bob, you've been doing, and you jumped in. You came in on what?
Well, 2014, but my
2014,
first, my first credit is Gerald's Game. Bob and I did that together.
Yeah.
We were the only makeup effects on that. So
Yes.
that was an initiation because Carla's degloving was just amazing. That was, you talk like literally it's a bug. Because I got that, and I'm like, oh my God, I love blood effects.
Yeah.
I'm like,
I love
gore.
gore. No, he's like, so as a team now, man, I just love to handle that stuff. So
It is. It's a lot of fun. I mean, I was a little like, I remember just being so excited, and I kept bugging you. It's like, all right, man, dude, I got all this set up. My first sound, I was doing sound, I'm like, I'm sitting, fuck, man, I know. All right, just hold on. I'm like, okay. I'm sitting there just waiting to go, and Bob's just like, we're waiting on lighting, waiting on makeup. I'm like, oh, fuck, I'm like, all right.
it's a hurry up and wait kind of
It really
business.
kind of was. Yeah. But it's still fun, though. It's still fun.
It is.
It's still a lot of fun seeing everything. And you guys worked on one recently, which is why we're here. We love Halloween, love horror, and this is a good new up-and-coming movie. When does it come out?
April 11th.
April 11th.
Yeah.
It's called Marshmallow.
Yeah.
Okay, let's talk about the name.
Yeah.
Any idea on where that came from?
That's really funny. We should
I
probably
haven't
talk
really
to Danny
researched
about
that
that.
one that much.
Well, let me
I
put it
think
this
it's a
way.
camp thing.
It is
'cause
a
it's
camp,
like
yeah.
roasting marshmallows.
Roasting
at summer
marshmallows,
camp,
summer camp. But
Talking at the campfire.
Right.
There is a scene in that in the
yeah,
movie.
yeah. But the really cool thing is we were on a project that shut down. Let's just put it that way. And we were going to come in for just a couple of days.
Mm-hmm.
And I called them and I said, hey, they're shut down. Like, do you want us to come in for the whole time? Do you guys have anybody? And they're like, hey, we don't have anybody, but we can't afford you. And I was like, listen, Danny, the director, we've been doing shorts and commercials with him. And the really cool thing was when I first started working with Bob, I got emails from Danny. And he just kept saying, I just really want to work with Kurtzman. I'm going to work with Kurtzman. And so... an up-and-coming director. So he did, we did Not Scary Farm.
we did.
I remember that.
Remember
Yeah.
Not
a bunch
Scary
of short
Farm?
films with
Short
him.
films.
Yep.
With
That's
him.
the one where you made those egg things or those big pods
Yeah, there
or
was
whatever.
a pod.
Yeah.
Yeah. So we did all of those, and this was his first feature. And Danny is amazing and so sweet, so cool, very smart. Bob respected him from like day one.
He's a very, very together director who
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
knows what he wants, and
Yeah.
so that's refreshing sometimes.
Absolutely. I'm sure it is.
So we just accepted their offer and said, "Hey, let's go do it," and it was great. It was great.
Where'd you guys go for it? Where'd you shoot it?
Kentucky.
Yeah.
Kentucky?
Yeah.
So not far from us, really. You probably could
I don't
have.
know. It
Yeah.
was like a 6-hour
Yeah,
drive.
it was kind of cool. They basically took over, not an abandoned summer camp, but it was a summer camp that was turned into a kind of a
It was like a community park. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah,
But
you could
nobody.
walk through it and go on a Sunday afternoon
Right.
stroll,
Yeah.
or
I
whatever.
think you could rent it out.
Yeah.
I think one of the days
Yeah.
we had to clear out an
Right.
entire building that had been our catering area and costumes. So they had to gather everything and like just one day and then put it back up the next day. Because they rented out that part, and
It had a lake and a the mess hall, and just like
Right.
meatballs.
I think they did.
Yeah.
I think they
There you
did
go.
a week summer camp,
Yeah.
but just day camp. So all the cabins were still there. They were incredible, and they had the shower rooms and the bathrooms and stuff like that, but they hadn't kept up with that. Just like one in the one big main building, and but it just was really pretty, and it was actually like not a lot of mosquitoes. I don't know. It was just really.
It worked out good then.
It worked
Yeah,
out
it
well.
was a great shoot, and I think the big thing was it was a fairly tight crew.
Yes.
And we almost the entire thing pretty much on that location.
Yep.
So it was a nice little family unit while we were shooting,
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Well, it's got the cast. So, like, the producer or the publicist guy sent me a link to the movie, so I got to watch it. So I checked that out, and I, kind of looked IMDb, of course.
Yeah.
Like, let's see who's in it and everything. And I started looking, and I was like, oh, wow. So it's got, let me see, Georgia Wingham from the Ted series, that series Ted,
Yeah.
which is hilarious. And I'm like,
Yeah.
oh, my God, that's pretty cool.
George
Well,
is sweet.
Georgia, yeah. Here's the funny part about that. I was like, we were shooting probably a week into it.
Oh my gosh.
And I'm like, God, she looks
She looks
so
so
familiar to
familiar.
me.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
and it wasn't Ted. It was she's in Punisher season 2. She's the girl.
Okay.
And,
She's the
and
girl.
the girl. And Punisher season 2, the opening sequence, I probably watched 100 times. The
Yeah.
opening episode.
And he shows people
because it's
all
it's
the
a
time.
badass.
It's killer,
fight
yeah,
sequence,
yeah.
so-
He's probably showed
Yeah.
you.
I
think.
no, I don't think so.
You've
But
seen it, though.
Okay,
Yeah,
it's gonna
yeah.
happen.
The bar
Yeah.
fight, the bathroom fight.
yeah.
Oh no.
So anyway, so then I realized, oh my God, it's her from, and then I didn't know, but who her dad was either.
Right.
Because her dad's Shea Wiggum.
Okay.
So
Yeah.
who's in like the new in Mission Impossible and a bunch of other stuff.
Oh, nice. Okay.
That movie Splinter and stuff. Anyway,
Yeah.
So that was cool. I was just like, oh, okay.
He was actually like fanboying out. Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
I almost said fangirl, but yeah, he was fanboying out a little bit. So
Hey,
she
that's
was
all
like,
right.
did you like that? And he goes, and I said, please, let's not talk about it because he'll show you.
He's going to show you.
And you were there,
See?
so
That's
yeah.
you.
Don't you remember this?
Yeah.
When he threw you across the bar, did he really throw you? No.
Yeah. That's good stuff. Also has Corbin Burnson,
Oh yeah.
which had to have been fun.
Corbin is.
That's the second
so
time
awesome.
we worked with Corbin.
So
Yeah.
we worked with Corbin on Showtime's The Curse with Emily Stone and Nathan Felder. He was in that, and we had a lot of fun. Saw him a couple of conventions and chit chat, and that was the second time. We had a really great time with him. He's a great guy.
He was another one when I first started watching the movie. I was just like, this guy looks familiar, and I just kept thinking Walter White. He looked like Walter White. You know what I mean? I was just like, who is that guy? And I was like, oh shit, it's Corbin Burnson.
Yeah.
Also had is it Eliza from Orange is the New Black?
Oh yeah. Alicia.
Okay.
Yeah.
People spell their names different now, so it's like it's hard to
True. Yeah.
you know. And then Paul Soder from, of course, Super Troopers.
Super Troopers. Yeah.
He's probably been in other stuff, but I'm just like Super Troopers.
Yeah.
Love that movie.
He was fun.
Yeah.
And like the two new people, Q Lawrence.
The kids.
The kid, yeah.
Oh my gosh. Well, first of all, just a little thing. I'm not gonna lie, I clicked with his mom so much that we're like best friends now.
There you go.
So I'm gonna have to send her this link. Because we actually were in LA at V Neal's Vampire Weekend last weekend.
Oh yeah,
in
I saw a couple videos you guys out there. Yeah.
And we asked her and her husband to come visit. We asked Q as well. Q came during the day and signed a poster for us.
Oh cool.
But her and her husband came and we did the vampire ball together. And,
right.
She's great. But Q is incredible. I mean, he is a really like young talent that just kind of like gets that emotional use. There's several other things that he's been in the past couple of years that are really getting some talk, and I think he's probably one of those kids to really watch out.
They put a really good cast of the kids together. Were really good. They played really well together.
And and Kai, she's the lead girl, the younger girl. Kai's been in a lot, and her sister, and it's just. Yeah, again, just got the bug at an early age, and they're talented. Yeah.
It's a very good movie, very interesting. Like we were talking before we came on. I was like, this is interesting. This seems like we're going to camp, and we were waiting for the slasher to come out and start killing people.
Yeah.
But then it just like makes this twist, and you're like, oh,
yeah,
okay. We've got the trailer. I'm going to go ahead and show it. This movie's called Marshmallow, coming out April 11th.
Yes.
Coming out April 11th, Marshmallow.
I hear that you are going to summer camp.
I'm being sent to summer camp.
Sweetie, tell your counselors if you have any trouble sleeping, they can get in touch with us.
Hey, welcome back, guys. Hey, how are y'all? Welcome.
I know you don't understand this, but you need this. And I swear it's gonna be the best summer ever.
First year here?
Yeah,
I can tell.
your file mentioned that you have nightmares sometimes. There used to be cabins all throughout these woods. One of those cabins belonged to a doctor. He had this huge cellar in the basement. If you stay up too late, or if you leave your cabin past curfew, you just might see the doctor.
I saw him.
He's not real, Morgan. It's just a dumb story.
It's the doctor! He's real!
All right, so great movie, great trailer. Tell us about the doctor we were talking about there.
Okay, so, well, you've seen the movie, so you kind of know where it goes. But
Yeah.
for a lot of that, especially a lot of the stunt work that happens in it with the fight, especially the fights with the kids and stuff.
Yeah.
Physical stuff with the kids. That's Louis, my son Louis.
That's Louis Kurtzman.
Which one?
He's
He
the
plays
doctor.
the doctor who stalks him in the suit.
Yeah.
Oh,
And
Yeah.
he goes around the camp.
no
So,
shit.
Yeah. Paul Soder is in it for a minute. But,
So that was Louis doing all
Yeah.
that. Oh, that's good stuff.
But Louis did the stunts and was like really, oh my God. Unfortunately, his face gets covered up the entire time. But
Right.
but he did such a great job with it.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, he's good.
Yeah, Louis. I've seen him in. I saw the Black Friday movie.
Yes.
I saw that one, and then there was a local thing he did with a friend of ours, and I think he was AD on that.
Yes.
And my daughter, who was just starting to kind of get into it, she was in wardrobe and production assistant because she's fresh out of high school. But she met Louis,
Right.
Oh,
and
good.
I kind of talked to, you want to get in with him. He's he knows what he's doing. She goes, he is like so professional. He's one of the most professional guys on that whole set.
Yeah,
So
he is.
apple don't fall far from the tree there, buddy.
I'm totally unprofessional. That's
Hey, I was trying, man. Oh my gosh! So that was a very interesting movie. I got to say, I don't get to watch as many movies as I used to. It's just so busy with this, but so it was cool to watch that. Now, without giving anything away, were the effects in that movie you guys were doing? Was it anything challenging?
Yeah, no, not really. I would say here's the thing: like the anatomy is always there's something in it that's anatomy like, but it was also not supposed to be totally realistic in the sense that it was supposed to be something odd about it.
And again,
so I didn't have to. I followed it to a certain degree, but then there's some liberty taken with it. But the rest of the gags were like just us, a lot of continuity, like beat up faces,
Right.
cuts, scratches,
And
stuff
sadly,
like
we
that.
don't want to give stuff
Yeah,
away
and-
on the
right.
like when he mentions anatomy. We don't want to give away what he's talking about. So
we had blood gags here and there. Overall, because we were running both departments, it was
Well,
different deal. But,
both departments, meaning
three departments.
Three
or
departments. We actually could not find a local in the Cincinnati, Kentucky area where we were at to do hair. So
gotcha.
we did hair, makeup, and makeup
Yeah,
effects.
this guy do hair?
Yeah, he did.
I did the guys.
He did. I mean, and luckily,
I
at
trimmed
that
them.
There
point,
you go.
yeah, it was more of a maintenance with the guys and continuity for me with the girls. But at one point, there's one of the older teenagers. So there's younger teenagers and older teenagers. And one of the older teenagers had a specific straight dark hair look to him. And I think that might be in the trailer where somebody gets hit in the face where you see it. The stunt coordinator's son was the kid's stunty. So it was pretty cool. But they brought me a wig from a local high school production that looked like a witch wig. And I was supposed to make it short black hair, very straight. So I put it on Bob and I started pulling and cutting and just going, instinct because there was nothing. And luckily the stunt wigs after that came in and it was just a thing. But it worked out really well and I've seen that scene, it sold pretty well. So
when I first started watching it, it's got a kind of a Stranger Things vibe.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
With
I
the
could say
kids.
that
Yeah,
with
yeah.
the kids.
Yeah.
And in the first scene, the kid's sitting there and his haircut and kind of the shirt he's wearing. I'm like, is this like going to take place in the 80s? Because I got, again, the Stranger Things vibe was kind of coming through, at least to me anyways.
Yeah.
But then I'm like, oh no, it's modern day. And then he was kind of the timid, kind of shy kid,
Right.
But that kid fight scene was, again, without ruining anything, but I was just like, damn, that's pretty brutal.
Yeah.
That was
one of my, I was trying to do, Bob was doing some of the blood and I was trying to do some BTS in between.
Yeah.
And that is one of those that everyone had plastic on except me. And so there was a lot of blood in my face.
I think you still have stained shirts from it.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah. Which was great. Cause I
happens.
love that stuff. Yeah. So, but yeah, I mean, there's a lot of stuff. There's a lot of just like little things all over the place.
Yeah.
And I think the poster says, oh my gosh, believe nothing. a trust nothing,
yeah,
you see kind of thing, and it's such a twist.
It is,
and you're just like, it just takes a while to really get it, which is cool.
Well, yeah, and like I said, it was like we were checking everything off. It's like awkward kid goes to camp, gets bullied.
Yeah.
The two
older
camp counselors are banging.
Oh,
you know what I mean?
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? Like, okay, so you're waiting. You know what I mean? It's like check.
Yeah.
You know, and then here comes serial killer, and it's like, oh no, okay,
that's not what I
this
thought
is going
it was.
a totally different direction.
Yeah.
So it's a very interesting movie.
Yeah.
So
no, we thought it was well written, and it just it's great.
Oh, which by the way, Andy, the writer,
oh my gosh,
he wrote Black
Friday as well.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
That makes sense.
So,
yeah. So just so everybody can kind of get an idea, I did go ahead and the synopsis.
Yes.
At a secluded summer camp, Morgan, a shy and introverted 12-year-old, is thrust into a living nightmare when a legendary campfire tale, that was the other box that was checked, camp story.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Becomes real as a mysterious figure begins stalking the camp. Morgan and his newfound friends must embark on a perilous journey that will force them to confront their deepest fears and question the very nature of their existence. And that's a really good synopsis of the movie.
It is.
So you're going to want to check this out. So what else is going on? What else you got coming up?
We did two movies last year. And
they're both in post.
One was in Austin the month of June. And all I can say is that's the Johnny Ryan movie, and I can't say anything else.
That's
it's really
the temp title.
Gotcha.
Yes, it's hard to describe.
Right. The other one was called Goons, and
did that in New Orleans for a month.
So
August.
Oh God.
In the swamp.
Yeah.
That must have been horrible.
And it was and it was nights.
Yeah.
In the swamp. So 10
had to been cooler at least.
10
Not really.
5 degrees difference.
10 million mosquitoes.
Ugh.
Millions.
I've been to New Orleans twice, and it was both in January, so it wasn't it wasn't hot.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But
it was hot.
What about? I know you said you were at the V-Neil thing. What convention's coming up? Where can people see you?
Yeah, we got Cleveland coming up.
Yeah,
that's August, though, right?
So GalaxyCon has taken Bob on for the Nightmare Weekends, and so Richmond, Virginia, Savannah, Chicago,
and
Cleveland.
Oh, right on.
Yeah, so those will be coming up.
Traveling.
Yeah. So we've got those and a few others in between that we're working on, and hopefully a picture soon. We'll see.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I can't wait, man. I don't get to. I know we live kind of close, but I don't get to see you guys enough because you're always traveling, and I'm always here doing. If I'm not doing this, we're doing haunted house shit.
That's the problem. There's so many people, but you get distracted with life.
Yeah.
And everything you're doing, work and life.
Oh no, we went to LA actually a week early, trying to see everybody and coordinating, and just and of course day 3. A text comes up, hey, you guys are in town, ? And it's like, you trying to fit everybody in when you visit. So, and it's the same. I mean, when we say we're home, when we're in Atlanta, but we're also in Ohio, and it's like that.
You guys were in Atlanta for about what, a year and a half? Or is it a little longer?
Well, our business, we're still in Atlanta. Yeah.
Oh, gotcha.
Yeah. So,
but you were living down there for a hot minute.
Well, we live down there technically. Yeah. We've just been up here a lot.
When we're not working, we're up here, and we don't get in, but our parents are getting a little older, so
sure,
it's nice to stay around.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. There's a little bit going on. So yeah.
How are your parents doing? I haven't seen your parents in quite a while.
They're
doing good.
Okay.
They're
doing okay.
Yeah.
Right. Excuse me. But,
yeah.
And they're getting older, so
it's haunted here, man.
It's crazy.
Yeah. I remember your dad would come into the shop and be giving you shit about something.
Yeah. Probably my language.
Probably. Yeah. Oh, sorry.
Yeah. Almost so. Yeah.
Very, very nice people.
So
great. What's future plans? Do you have anything in the works you can talk about coming up,
No.
just convention things?
Right now, just conventions. A couple projects brewing, but they have yet to pull the trigger on them. So we're just waiting around, and we've been doing some creative projects on our own. So.
Oh
Right
my
on.
gosh, yeah. I literally, we need to mention during the strikes, Bob wanted to stay creative, and he was like incredibly bored. We both were incredibly like creatively stagnant because we didn't have a show to work on. So he ended up painting 28 oil paintings, 25 oil paintings, which we also sell a limited amount of canvas prints.
Was that the ones I saw you like on Instagram? Where you were okay.
Yeah, we just did one today.
Army of Darkness,
Wicked Witch Wednesday,
Something
Wednesday.
Like
And yeah, it's the she bitch from
Nice.
Army of Darkness. So yeah, that's one of them that's like crazy cool.
So a little Evil Dead-ish tidbit on that. You guys will have to come back. I'll put you on the list if you're around for like, I don't know if you guys like escape rooms or not, but we are currently building a cabin in the woods escape room.
Nice.
And it was the same thing. They were like, let's do one like cabin in the woods and, slasher. I'm like, no, man. It's like, let's do Evil Dead.
Evil Dead.
Let's do it
cabin.
that cabin in the
Yeah.
woods. I mean, it's obviously not called the Evil Dead. We don't want to step on anybody's toes.
Right.
But it's based kind of on that or themed after that. So
Yeah.
it's kind of a cool thing we're doing. You guys should come and definitely check out.
I love that.
Cool.
Yeah. We've done actually quite a few in Atlanta, and my sister loves them. So anytime she visits, we
I'm
go.
god awful in them.
You're likewise.
Oh
Yeah.
my gosh.
Suck at
Yeah.
I just
like
like
I'm
go
like-
in and I'm like,
Yeah.
is there a key under here?
And well, my sister and brother-in-law and Bob and I, we went to Gatlinburg for their anniversary, and we did an escape room, the four of us.
Yeah.
And we did really well. I mean, we played off each other pretty well, and but there was a camera in there checking each room. When you got to one room, you get to another room, and sometimes we'd have to scream, "You have to give us a clue. We can't figure it out. Just this one time." And they would give a clue, and we'd get it.
Well, I'm just glad our lives didn't depend on it because I would be dead.
I know. Kind of makes you
No,
realize you'd be like,
He is not kidding.
I am not good in a crisis.
It's just
I'm
a
like-
puzzle thing.
Yeah.
It's not. He's okay.
I'm the like, where's the sledgehammer? I have to knock the
Yeah.
balls
Yeah, right.
out.
He would. Yeah. He'd.
We
figure
got to get it
out.
through this door. Just kick it down. That's what we got one right now. We're currently beta testing. It's like an apocalypse. You got to find the cure type of situation.
Okay.
It's a lab setting.
Okay.
So that's going pretty good. There's just some bugs we got to work out, but and then we got a Shawshank Redemption,
Oh yeah,
Of
and that's the big
course.
one. That's like
cool.
big three big rooms where you're in a jail cell. You're in Andy's cell or
All right.
Morgan Freeman's cell or whatever, Bread cell, I should say.
Yeah.
And you go into the library, Brooks's library, and then you end in the warden's office.
Do you have to crawl through the poop chute to get there?
Yeah.
No, unfortunately, no. I wish.
Right.
They're a little stringent on making people crawl through things around here.
Gotcha.
They don't like that. You know what I mean? But no, it's a pretty cool. It's pretty cool.
Next time you
escape
could
room.
do one of Bob's movies, The Green Mile.
Oh God, there we go.
The
Yeah.
mouse and coffee and that.
Well,
might be
the
cool.
Shawshank room is probably gonna be set for quite a while.
Yeah.
That probably won't get rethemed.
Yeah. Well, no, it's.
But we got
smart.
two other
It's
ones
smart.
that we look at. It's like 5, 6
that's
years. It's
awesome.
time to
Yeah.
change it up a little bit. But it's just one of the things we're doing here. I'd love to have you guys come up and check it out. And just let me know.
Yeah.
What else? So Marshmallow, find out that title. I would be interested to know where that came from. Is it a camp thing?
I
You
never
know what I mean?
questioned it.
I
to be
know.
honest.
This
That's the
is
weirdest
true.
thing.
I'm gonna
But
have to-
I'm pretty
I'm
sure
gonna
it's a
call
camp
Andy
thing.
now.
But we have to
find
call him
out.
before we do another one.
Yeah.
So ask us every one.
How many movies were the title that you started working on, and then by the time it comes out, it's something totally different, anyways?
A lot, but this
A
one
lot,
has
yeah.
stayed.
Yeah.
This is the same
Yeah.
one.
This is what it is.
In fact, on invoices now, I put working title
Yeah.
because I'm
Yeah.
like, they change. Yeah, they
Yeah.
change so much. Because the Johnny Ryan movie, that's a working title.
Right.
That's
Right.
because if I just profanity.
What was
the
the
title.
when we first started doing the Rage? It was called something else. What was it? Do you remember? Whacked in the head or something like that.
Well, that's
Oh,
what
that's
the
the
production.
production
Oh, that was a
company.
production company. That's right. Yeah.
But it did start off. We had another script called "Whacked in the Head."
Yeah.
which is-
Oh, okay.
And it morphed, and we changed into
Right.
something new.
Yeah.
So yeah, it was. Yeah.
if it's okay to talk about it, I love this one movie. It was a concept idea that you were kind of going through, and I knew you used to have these little models up on the shelves in the old shop called Junk.
Yeah, yeah.
We just thought that was so funny because we're just like, junk, huh? We're gonna make a movie about junk.
Yeah.
But it was about junk cars.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
You know, not somebody's junk.
I've read it a million times.
It's still something I'd love to make one
Still
day.
something that should get made. Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, because The Rage, I mean, that was the great thing about The Rage is because, like, I had at least 4 credits on that movie.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
Bob, you directed it, produced it,
Camera.
helped co-wrote. I mean,
Yeah,
everything. You know what I
yeah,
mean?
Yeah. That's
you know,
a lot. Yeah.
and those were just fun.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
That
We
is
can do that
something
kind of stuff.
that we have done that we didn't do before. I mean, like I said, during the strikes, we got bored. So Bob did some painting. I threw myself into landscaping, yard work and stuff, and painting as well. And he even built a solar shower in one day. I left with my parents to go to a doctor's appointment. I came back and I was like, why is there an outhouse in front of the studio? And then we pulled all the way in. And I was like, oh my God, it's a solar shower he did in one day. He didn't even say anything. He just did it. So we did a lot of that. But then...
That's when work gets done.
Yeah.
When
nobody's bothering
That's
me.
right.
Right? And then...
No phone calls.
Right.
But, yeah.
I'm like, nobody's bothering you? Anyway. Well, then we had this story come in from a friend of ours, John Bisson. And I just was like, John, can I edit some of this and like tweak some stuff? And he was like, yeah. So I did it and sent it back to him. He's like, oh my God, I love it. It's better. And I said to Bob, we need to write the script. We need to write a screenplay. So we did.
That.
Yeah?
We co-wrote a screenplay. And then Bob had another idea pop in his head and that I think is like incredible. And we're doing the last bit of tweaks on that.
Oh, yeah.
And,
Directing?
Well, no, ultimately, yes. But
yeah,
start out with the screenplay and see where we go from there.
See where we go. Yeah.
That's what I was going to ask you next. I'm like, you're still down to do that? Absolutely, yeah.
He's attached to a couple of things.
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
That'd be great, man.
But yeah.
You come back in and talk about it.
2 scripts,
exactly.
I know. Yeah, that's the hope. We wanna definitely get that just like I said, the first one is great. We love it. It's kind of like our baby that we had together. And then the second one is like, oh no, we got to push for this one. It's really, I really love it. Yeah. So.
Well, I hope it works out, man.
Yeah.
There's a third. I got to move into that one.
Yeah, it's funny.
I already started it. I'm writing it with Louis.
Yeah. Oh God. Yeah. Oh my God. That one.
Father-son movie.
Yeah. That's also got to get made.
Which is funny because
really
a lot of the development for that happened while we were shooting Marshmallow.
Yeah.
Because we'd come home from work. And we all had a house together.
Right, we had an Airbnb.
The director.
Oh, gotcha.
Multi-levels. Everybody had a room and bathroom and all that.
So they would get home later than us because they're wrapping out their day doing the director-producer stuff. And me and Louie would get home and we'd start a fire on the back porch.
Oh yeah.
Open a bottle of wine.
Yeah.
And we'd down a bottle or two while talking about
hours.
the movie idea.
Yeah. That's when you get the best time to talk about it right there.
Yeah.
Exactly.
I let them do their thing and went to bed, and he would come in, and then the next day, the whole time on set, he's like, okay, and I was like, oh my God, this is like freaking amazing.
Well, hey, when you're doing that work, you're always looking ahead, right? Middle of a shoot, you're looking toward the next one.
Always, yeah. And I mean, nothing's ever like super secure. So
that is true. Well, listen, I know you guys got a lot on the plate and you got other ones to go to. So it's called Marshmallow. It comes out April 11th, and it's a killer movie. You guys got to check it out. Robert Kurtzman, MUFX, correct?
That's correct.
MUFX.com.
That's the effects done on that one. Yeah. Thanks, guys, for coming in. Bob, it's always good seeing you.
Great seeing you.
Absolutely. We'll do it again sometime. Let me know when your next movie's going to come out, and maybe we'll make a whole series out of this.
Cool. Sounds good.
That'd be an idea.
Yeah.
All right, guys. Thanks so much.
Especially the one.
Yeah, for sure.
No, the one we can't talk about.
Can't wait to talk about it.
Oh, yeah.
All right.
All right. Thanks, man.
Thank you. Yep.